Hello everybody, this is FDV Vladireg here to bring you another Funcast. Don't even know whether or not to call it a Funcast. In the bottom right we have Narrow Arc. We have Nero Arc as the red Protoss in the bottom right versus FDV's own Kyle as the blue Protoss in the bottom left. The map, New Kirk Precinct, TE, because you can tell since there is no watchtower, instead there's really cool logo right there. Now, this match is interesting. I sort of hesitate to call it a Funcast, because one of the recent changes to FDV, and there actually have been quite a bit of changes in our clan as of late, but one of those changes is that every new member is required to submit at least one replay for casting. So hey, it'll be fun. This is Kyle's very first casted replay, at least that I can remember. If my voice sounds a little weird, it's because it's 12:40 a.m. I am exhausted. Why am I still on StarCraft? Because coffee. That's why. Because that is how coffee do. Anyway, we do have a forge very early. Normally you would be seeing a pylon down now. This could be for sort of delayed cannon rush, maybe a cannon contain, maybe just where is this probe going? Oh goodness, he's scouting the top part of the map. Just a reminder that the only two spots on New Kirk Precinct you can spawn are these two. Yep, that's it. There are no other spawn locations. And you normally do not spawn in the Oh, Kyle, listen. We need to talk to you about maps someday, man. We really do. Either way, everything is beginning as normal. We don't actually see a gas down from Kyle yet. That is quite surprising. Nero Arc indeed does have one, and a cybernetic for as well, as long with the worst pylon placement I have ever seen ever out of anyone ever. My god. This makes me want to rename the Artosis pylon the Arc pylon, the Narrow Arc pylon. The probe deftly dodges around that zealot, deftly dodges the dastardly disciple. Yeah, there we go. Oh, booyah, disciple. Deftly dodges the dastardly disciple. Okay, fine. Look, I'm a nerd and I'm weird. We do have a couple of zealots, and the cybernetic score is going to be finished soon. However, the Nero Arc does have, I always want to call him Nero, like the Roman Emperor Nero that everybody makes fun of, because I forget what brand of crazy he was. Listen, there's a lot of the Roman emperors were sort of Coach tells me to scout. Yeah, you do want to scout quite a bit. You can get a lot of information, although I agree with Husky that Bronze League scouting, well, even Silver League scouting, you don't really know what you're looking for. And even more than that, if you do see it, how many times do they know how to react is the next question. Either way, we do have everything sort of proceeding according to plan. Couple of gateways, couple of pylons. Looks like he is supply blocked, which Kyle has so far avoided. The reason I'm laughing is because if you actually read their sentences, I don't think message log will work in game. Let's actually take a look if it does. You'll notice that the way he said that makes it sound like his coach is the one who died. Kyle is being coached by sort of a menagerie of FDV's higher-ups and honorary members. And is he killing his own pylon? Oh my god! He killed it. Did he cancel warp gate? Oh my god. Oh Jesus Christ. Okay. I can't actually rewind because Kyle is in this replay with me and watching it because he wanted to see his own win, I guess. But no way. Okay. What happened there? He somehow canceled Warpgate, chronoed it, or no, he canceled it. Decided he needed to kill the pylon. Started to kill the pylon. Realized he canceled Warpgate. Then chrono boosted Warpgate, and the pylon died, so he wasted the chrono boost. Oh, that's great. So in the end, the Warpgate will be done for Kyle well before Nero Arc. Nero Arc doesn't even have a chance. I love how this gateway wasn't powered. And by the way, just looking at this, I have to say this is one of the slowest 4 gates I've ever seen. But I think that's actually what it is. Certainly a very aggressive play. Do have the Twilight Council down, will have Zealot Charge, a choice I like. Very useful upgrade to have. I will point out, however, that he has not enough units to deal with this push, nor enough scouting information. You see, the thing about scouting is if you can actually figure out what your opponent is doing. I mean, if you can't, you might want to at least gain some map vision. It's a lot harder to say that on this map because I was just thinking to myself, yeah, on this map there is of course the fact that you need no longer have the watchtower to give that advantage. I also will point out that I'm not entirely sure how he wins this game, because normally in this situation you've lost. But we'll find out how he does manage to do it. I will notice there is no proxy pylon, which does make a huge difference. I would hope that something... Nope, does not look like he has a proxy pylon. No proxy pylon generally means you won't be able to do it. Also, no stalker mic. Oh gosh, I forgot my busy. Again, listen folks, I'm just not good at remembering it, okay? Listen, it's alright, it's fine, it's good. So, he does finally manage to kill all this off, basically. I mean, yeah, that Zealot's still alive and will continue to be alive. And the Mothership Core doesn't really count as far as I'm concerned. I mean, you can get a couple of worker kills in sometimes. But I mean, honestly, it takes so long to do it. That 8 damage, it takes 5 shots. It's crazy. He will lose a Mothership Core and his unit, and he's also an expand behind. So despite what could have been a game-winning bout, if he had had that proxy pylon, Nero Arc is actually well behind Kyle in this, especially with that +1 armor coming up on the way. And he already has +1 weapons. I am very impressed. Considering that this is Kyle's placement match, yeah, that is quite impressive. I don't think I remembered. I know I didn't remember upgrades. Back when let's be much more precise than that. Back when I was Kyle League, back when I was in Kyle's League, in that space, I used to think that upgrades weren't important. He just have to be balanced, but he is completely just... There's nothing balanced about this. You can support 4 gates of 1 base if your macro is good. You cannot support 7. And double upgrades. Oh my god. This is... Look at the back! Oh my god. Bronze League Heroes! Whew. Gotta love it. Either way, I do think it is somewhat of a mistake I've decided casting while I am this sleepy, because I'm sleepy, and it's weird. And I'm talking more soothingly than normal. I do not know why. Do see a little bit of a move out here. This is a pure Stalker Force. It does not have Blink. However, I will point out that... Well, actually, you know, I don't know, because these are charge locks. Which means that basically you cannot really micro against them anymore. That's the thing. Without Blink, you lose the ability to micro for Zealots. With Stalkers, of course, he implies... applies no micro at all during that situation, and he might lose his mothership core a second time. Poor thing. Oh my god, never getting out into the world. Could use that time warp, does use that time warp, but dies anyway. Was going to say could use that time warp to escape. Probably would have been a better choice. Want that for photon overcharge when holding off the opponent, but Kyle will not be stopped. One thing, Zealots do absolutely just murder Stalkers. I love how it goes through the time warp. Fantastic. They do murder Stalkers in a straight up battle. So you have to be very careful with that. Of course, the shields are generated if he would just... Yeah, he didn't. I don't know why he didn't attack them. But this really should be cancelled. There's not anywhere, especially when he does not have the resources. Finally catching up with him. He does not have the upgrades. He does not have the... I think he has +1. Does he have +... No, he's got +1. So, they are now equal on upgrades, finally, after all that time. And we do have an idle probe, something he can ill afford considering his situation. And this game will continue with quite the bank for Kyle. He could spend this in so many ways. He could just all of a sudden decide, heck, I'm gonna make, 6 carriers, because why not? I must also say that I do like how Nero Arc continually is pushing out and attacking with Stalkers and just sort of pressuring his opponent. It's honestly a very good idea in the lower leagues because most people forget to macro while they're attacking, so after they attack they're at their very weakest. Kyle's actually done a very good job. Blink is on the way for him as well, something I do applaud. Blink Micro is one of the most important micros for Protoss to learn in almost every situation. I mean, I must confess that I favor Zealot heavy forces myself, but I've always felt that if I was just, it was basically, the fact that my micro is terrible. Either way, we do not have any other upgrades coming out of our players, although I will point out that having an upgrade, either armor or attack, will make quite a difference for these Stalkers, or for these Zealots, who might actually be caught up and picked off. That would not be good, but here comes the charge. Now we're going to learn why Zealots are awesome, because they can tear Stalkers to shreds. Don't know if they have quite enough here to do the job. Oh, but there's reinforcements coming, and there were enough in any case. Managing to clean that up nicely. Pure Stalker is, of course, not the best composition, even a pure Blink Stalker. The only way pure Blink Stalker works is that you're attacking and harassing your opponent the whole time. This is actually a difficult map to do that on, because when you take your third, it becomes a very defended position. Really, the only place to blink in from is, like, here, basically. Do have pylons coming in at the top, something I do like. Just the sort of out of the way, able to harass these bases all together, and that there's, 3 of them in a row. I forget, because I'm tired as heck. You would not believe the exhaustion right now. It's crazy. I don't even know why I'm doing. You know why I'm doing this? I am doing this because that's what being the leader is. It means being exhausted and producing videos for YouTube. Because Buzzbomb. Anyway, we will have a push, and I do believe this is the game-winning push because I don't see how he could hold it off. I do applaud the Stargate because that's the first sign of anything other than gateway tech we have seen, and the Stalkers are going to be taken care of. Those Zealots do move in. I would probably take out the Stargate or the pylon for the Stargate or the workers. Finally does go for the workers. There is the GG. And Bronze League G. No, there we go. Nero Arc has left the game. Kyle is victorious, and he is a member of FDV. Note that he didn't have to win to become a member. He just happened to win this game. Listen, he was the one who gave me this game to cast, and I support it. Anyways, this is FDV Vladireg signing off. Gonna go take some sleep now.